As a strategic move, Izzy should interview with you. Nah, I'm good. I'll ask him, though. Shall I message Israel Adesanya right now? Say, what's up, bud? Want to do an interview? Because Drickers ain't fucking real. Might as well get someone in that main event. Am I right, Drickers? Whoa. Just kicked to the curb as soon as I left South Africa, dude. They probably laughed about me and called me fat when I was gone. I'm joking. Yeah, but don't mention hentai. It's called hentai. Botched. I got a feeling that Figueiredo will easily KO Cheeto, then followed by an O'Malley. I loosened him up for you. I could see that as well. That is such an O'Malley tweet. Loosened him up for you, pal. And it's just a tweet of the knee landing or something like that. Dude, I think Figueiredo is going to choke out Marlon Vera. Hot take or not, chat, I think he rear naked chokes him. I can so see him getting down Vera and dominating him on the ground with grappling. I don't think it's that hot of a take even. I think that's logic right there. LOGRC, it's logic. How do you think Paul versus Perry would go in BKFC? Are the styles so different that Perry would have a different result? Love the content, keep it up. No, I still think Paul would probably beat him, but Perry would have a much better chance, yeah, for sure. In fact, I'd probably say Perry might win it in BKFC, you know. Clinching up with him, cutting him open. Who's going to react to damage on their face worse? Could see Jake breaking a hand. Definitely could see Jake breaking a hand with the way he throws some of his left hooks. It's tricky, isn't it? That being said, though, how is Luke Rockhold at boxing? He couldn't land a shot but one on Mike Perry and then just quit and gave up as soon as he started pressuring him. It actually is putting into perspective. Like, MVP got out-punched by Mike Perry in their bare-knuckle boxing fight because Perry dropped him, right? I thought MVP could have won it, but still, Perry dropped him with a punch. Like, come on. IG saying Paul beats Pereira now. Is that insane or just our reality now? Now, boxers are having a power trip because they're like, don't feel like a victim for once, for fuck's sake. It's disgusting. Disgusting behavior from the boxing community. You know what, chat? I'm doing a tribute video to Mike Perry tomorrow. I don't give a I don't give a I was going to make it before the Jake Paul fight. I'm doing it afterwards. We need to put respect back on Mike Perry's name. We can't allow this. 40 pounds smaller than Jake Paul goes out there, tries to give it his all and gets beaten. Oh, well, dude. He's still Mike Perry at the end of the day, brother. Nothing's going to change that. Paddy seems more likable after Gordon fight. Low-key HT. I don't know what HT is. But, yeah, I really did single-handedly make Pimblett likable to the MMA community. I agree. I did do that. Insane, right? No, I'm joking. Yeah, Paddy is a likable guy. I mean, Paddy was always likable. It was just the Gordon fight. You disagree. It was a robbery. You know, it's tough. No one, no matter what he says, he's going to be hated after that, you know. So I don't know why people hated him for trashing Ariel, though. That really pissed me off. But, yeah. Like, if Paddy had trashed Ariel now, randomly now, exactly the same thing, people would have probably just agreed with him. Love the content. Keep it up. Thank you, Garbage Gorilla. Paddy definitely has way more to lose, and I think he'll stick to a game plan. Bobby tends to fight to impress. I think that's what's going to cost him in this fight. He'll be yapping a little bit and maybe get caught and then have his back taken. And then, you know what I will say about this as well, chat? I know that he didn't have full training camp for the Makhachev fight. Yes or no, in hindsight, his ground game is fucking abysmal because of that Makhachev fight performance. Since that fight, what have we seen when Makhachev tries to grapple people? He dropped Oliveira and pounced on him and got the arm triangle. I get it. But other than that, like, he immediately got subdued upon hitting the canvas with Makhachev. Immediately. And since then, I mean, Poirier was getting back up, surviving, getting back up, surviving. Bobby Green, though, flattened out, laying there with his arms by his waist. I feel like if Pimblett gets his back, and Pimblett is a huge lightweight as well. Huge lightweight. I feel like if he gets his back, he'll do some work. Paddy took Tony to decision. Dude, you know if Bobby Green didn't get the arm triangle with literal seconds to go, he also would have taken Tony to a decision. But I'll tell you what Paddy didn't do against Tony. Get dropped on his ass in round 1. Didn't do that. Didn't see that happen in Paddy Pimblett's fight. He was beating up Tony in the first round. Bobby Green got dropped and caught a lot in the first round. 2 and 3 picked it up and started beating up Tony. But, you know. How are we, Guru? I'm good. I cooked Megan Anderson, chat. Did you see me cook Megan Anderson? What a bitch. She got cooked. I'm worried about my tweet about Megan Anderson because she seems like someone who'd really have a problem with it and try and call me a misogynist. But I'm just saying it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I put up a tweet about Megan Anderson because Megan Anderson said, why doesn't Jake Paul ever call out actual boxers his own age / size? He's constantly fighting guys who are significantly smaller than him too. Like, is the only way he thinks he can win by being a weight bully. So I posted 2 pictures of her being twice the size of her opponents. And I said, what a hypocritical, dumb, beautiful, radiant, tall, strong, powerful, dense, DNA maxed genetic outlier of a woman. And then busted at the end of it. So we'll see what she thinks about that one. Megan Anderson is a libtard, yeah. Yeah, she is, yeah. You don't want to know why? Big white women are often libtards because they get called freaks by the white guys at school. Ew! Ew, she's so big! And then they form this resentment and then they go liberal because it's their way of vengeance. Hey, Guru, I'd love to see Andy Ruiz beat the hell out of Jake. What do you think? That could be cool. I'd like to see that as well. It won't happen, though, but I'd love to see it. It just never happen. Everyone knows Jake Paul would beat his ass. So we just never get to see it. No, I'm joking. I genuinely believe, though, there are some boxers that Jake Paul could beat. Does anyone ever, like, you hear about a big name fighting this random, and then you look up their highlights and think, what the fuck is this? I feel like Jake Paul could beat some decent guys. Not like top-level guys, but I think that he would now beat Tommy Fury in a rematch. I really easily believe that. Because Tommy Fury doesn't improve, and he hasn't even fought since those fights because he's not a boxer. So I actually think that Jake Paul would beat him. He's actually pretty good. Yeah, he's all right. He wouldn't beat Usyk, though. No, obviously not. You fucking idiot. But there are some heavyweights. Whenever I look at, like, oh, Joshua's fighting this guy, who have they beaten? Or who have they fought? And I'm looking at their highlights, I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? Awful. This is awful. Thank you for the $2. I eat like Shamil, but built like Woodson. Ugh. Don't reproduce it. Built like Woodson. Woodson is the reason there's like old alien footage sightings of like Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Some guy built like Woodson just sauntering through the woods. Gets caught on like a really like grainy video camera. The beast of Fort Lauderdale woods. He's here. Look, replay the footage. There he goes, walking past. Thank you for the $5. If Tom fought and beat Garn right after Jones versus Stipe, the interim belt would literally have more value than the real one. True. No, that's not what Tom should do, though, chat. Who's with me on this? Because the Garn fight happens in September. There's no way he'll defend. Aspinall should not even announce it, chat. Don't even announce that he's the backup opponent for UFC, whatever it's going to be, 308. Don't even announce it. Randomly just walk onto the scales on a weigh-in day. Don't announce Tom as the backup opponent and just have Tom randomly show up. Like, Tom Aspinall was weighed in. What a shock. Aspinall weighs in as backup opponent. That would be aura right there. Because that would really show that he's trying to track him down. But now we're jinxing it, so he'll lose to that shit fuck Blades. Who isn't shit, by the way. He's really good. And actually, he's going to win. I think he's dominating. There's no way he loses that Curtis Blades guy. Come on. If Paddy does somehow beat Green, it's a tough road ahead. Who can he beat in the top 15 outside of Bobby? Who can he beat in the top 15 outside of Bobby? If Paddy does somehow beat Green, it's a tough road ahead. Who can he beat in the top 15 outside Bobby? I think Paddy Pimblett can beat Justin Gaethje. I actually think Gaethje is the weak link at lightweight right now. After that KO. I'm going to be real with you guys. I think Gaethje's the weak link, waiting to be snatched by whoever gets to match up first after that fucking Holloway fight. Slept, face first, planted, nasty, gets wobbled a lot, always gets wobbled. What if he gets wobbled against a grappler, guys? I'm not blinded by GLAZE, dude. Gaethje is not all that. Fiziev arguably could have won the fight as well, and Fiziev nearly fucking lost to RDA. Zero chance. Yeah, and Ilya has no chance against Volk. Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you for the $5. Justin gets KO'd once, and all of a sudden, Paddy can beat him. Dude, I'm telling you, Paddy is more dangerous than you think he is. And we're going to find out this weekend, I guess. I really do think he is. I really do think he is. Because he goes for it, Paddy. And that is dangerous in itself. He goes for it. You're never going to see Paddy out there gun shy. You know what I mean? He does go for it no matter what, knowing that he'll take a good shot and give it back. So he's dangerous, dude. I actually was saying it last week because I already knew I was trying to set up the Paddy interview, but I've been saying that Paddy's a little bit underrated. Because we were talking about the Ferguson getting him dropping Ferguson while Ferguson dropped Bobby Green and Ferguson dropped Chandler. We were talking about that for a long time. Chat, first 3 minutes of round one in Chandler versus Ferguson, Chandler's stand-up was getting exposed. Yes or no in chat? First 3 minutes of that fight. It wasn't just one shot from Ferguson. Chandler's stand-up was genuinely getting exposed by Ferguson. Bobby Green got dropped badly by Ferguson in the first round, and then Ferguson let him back up and did good in the first round. Paddy did not have any problems with Ferguson in round one. Sorry, he just didn't. Objectively, he just didn't. He got caught by a shot. He took it and then just kept dishing out more damage, chewing up Ferguson's leg, kicking him to the body, landing big shots to the head, rocking him, dropping him with a flying knee, following up, beating the shit out of him on the ground. I know Green was the first to sub him. I know. But it was mainly because Ferguson was spent before that, I'm not trolling with the Paddy versus Gaethje take. You guys act like there's never a time where top contenders start losing. And it pisses me off that you always do that. Martin Bidet beats Aspinall. Martin Bidet actually DM'd me on Instagram last night, which was pretty crazy. You want to hear what he said? What the fuck? No way. Yeah, Martin Bidet. He said, don't be so quick to pass judgment on us fighters when you haven't stepped in a cage once in your life. So I just left him on red, fat fuck.